Hello dear students, this is a science period now. Today we are going to begin with lesson number 7, metals and non-metals. Children, every day we see variety of objects surrounding us like cupboard is there, sofa set, lamp, television, etc. etc. Some of these objects they are made up of metals like iron, aluminium, as well as non-metals, maybe of wood, rubber, plastic. Apart from the objects which are shown in the picture, we even see different objects surrounding us. Children, in the previous session, we have studied about the types of elements. In that, we have seen that metals and non-metals are the two types of the elements. Now, in this lesson, we are going to study the properties of metals and non-metals in detail. Metals. Here you can see the some pictures where the objects made up of metals you can see the coins and the biscuits made up of gold, that of silver and copper you can see, even the iron, aluminium are the other examples of the metals. Now, first of all, let us see the physical properties of metals. See, about the physical state, children, you know that any substance is present in the any of the physical state. It may be solid, liquid or gaseous state. So when we observe in case of the metals, these metals are generally solid in nature. At room temperature we find that they are in solid state. Still there are few exceptions like mercury. It is in liquid state at room temperature, as well as gallium is another metal which we also find as liquid state at the room temperature. Second physical property is about the luster. What is this luster? Generally all these metals they have a shiny surface and that property is called as the luster. So all metal they have lustrous. Third one is about the hardness. Generally if you find all these metals they are hard in nature. But again there are few exceptions, that is sodium and potassium. These are the two metals. Being metal they are very soft, which we can even cut with the help of knife. Otherwise generally all other metals, gold, silver, iron, copper, aluminium, they are very hard in nature. Fourth important property is of the ductility. Through these metals we can draw the wires, means we can make wires with the help of metals, and this property is called as the ductility, and therefore we can say that the metals are ductile in nature. This property is useful. We have seen that when we make the nets, so in that nets also the thin wires of the metals they are used. And again in electrical fitting you know that metal wires are used, so they will carry the current. Then fifth important property is about the malleability. Malleability means what? We can make the sheets with the help of metals, and this property is called as the malleability. You might have seen that aluminium sheets generally they are used to make the roof of the houses. So this property is called as malleability. So only we can make this type of sheets with the help of metals. Nowadays even we can make the sheets with the help of plastic also, you might have seen. Then sixth important property is about the conduction of heat and electricity. So all these metals they are good conductors of heat and electricity. Even see this silver, aluminium and copper, they are best conductors of heat as well as electricity. So copper is generally used, as silver is very costly. Copper is used to carry the current. Then density. Okay, all these metals they have high density. Melting and boiling point. Melting point, the temperature at which the solids get converted into liquid state, that is the melting point. And boiling point, it is the temperature at which the liquid will start converting into gaseous state, that is called as the boiling point. Okay, so in case of these solids, the melting and boiling point are very high, because the molecules which are arranged in that substances, they are compactly arranged, their intermolecular force is very strong, and therefore to break it, it will take more temperature. Okay, then about the sonority. What is this sonority? Metals, when they strike on any another substance, they produce a particular type of sound. Okay, and that is called as the sonority. You must be remembering that the bell, a school bell, when it rings. So that is because of this property. It is generally made up of metals. Okay, so here some physical properties we have studied about that of metals. Similar properties about the non-metals now we are going to see. Here you can see the some non-metals I have shown. The common examples are carbon, sulfur, phosphorus. So physical properties of non-metals now we are going to study. About the same properties we are going to discuss. So you will find here that the properties of these non-metals, they are exactly opposite to that of metals. Physical state. Now when we observe in case of these non-metals, they are available in the solid, liquid as well as gaseous state also. Means some non-metals will find at liquid, in the liquid state, in solid state, some are in gaseous state. Okay, like bromine is in the liquid state, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, they are in gaseous state, while carbon, sulfur, they are in solid state. Luster, these non-metals, they do not have any type of luster. Only in case of diamond and iodine crystals, you will find a little luster or shiny surfaces are there. Okay, if you will see the about non-metal, suppose the wood is a non-metal, so it do not show any type of luster is there. Then the brittleness. Okay, all these non-metals, they are very brittle in nature. Okay, some non-metals, they are very soft, but only if you will take the example of diamond. Diamond is a compound of the carbon. Okay, so it is non-metal, still it is very hard. Next property is about the ductility and malleability. Ductility means property in which we can make the wires, and malleability, we can make the sheet. So these non-metals do not show both these properties. Conduction of heat and electricity. These non-metals, they are bad conductors of heat as well as electricity. Only graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, you might have seen the video of the science exhibition. In that I have shown you one experiment, that how we can carry the electricity with the help of graphite pencil. So graphite, though it is a non-metal, it can carry the current. Then opposite to metals, these non-metals, they are having very low density as well as low melting and boiling point. So these are all the physical properties of metals as well as non-metals we have seen. Another important type of the element which we have I had told you in the previous lesson, that is about the metalloids. And the metalloids is the class in which we can see some of the properties of metals and some properties of non-metals we can observe. So here you can see the examples. There are boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, and tellurium. So these are some examples of the metalloids. Okay, children, the next part we will see in the next period. That time I shall post the another video. Children, watch this video carefully. If you want to watch it again, just watch it and just read this part of the lesson on page number 49 and 50 it is.